Real Talk Wrestling Podcast is sponsored by Messenger, where you can video chat and duel mother effers on video chat. Right, Reaper?
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go off on a slightly different intro for you guys because this is very special. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is the prodigal son of the WWE, Prodigy for short, and I am one half of the Brothers of Real Talk, alongside my partner in crime, the Big Bad Booty Daddy, who, just as of last night, fulfilled his duties. And you might be curious onto what that duty was. Well, I can tell you this right now, everybody. The Big Bad Booty Daddy slayed the Reaper of Real Talk Wrestling in a duel of Yu-Gi-Oh! He mounted the greatest comeback in dueling history. And not only did he win in one turn, oh no, but everything went his way. So,
Pretty much.
Booty Daddy, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Big Bad Booty Daddy, son of Scott Steiner, nephew to Rick Steiner, the current ICP champion. And ladies and gentlemen, I am the one in Yu-Gi-Oh! Against Reaper. That is right. I beat the Great Reaper. It doesn't surprise me because in our Mania review podcast, Reaper said the line, "I'll duel this motherfucker on Skype." So that came to me. I processed it. And I felt a little challenged. And insulted that he thinks I'm scared to duel him. So on our Nerd Podcast debut, I told this man to get your game on. Get the cards out. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie, that was the duel of the century. I was stuck against Exodia and Destiny board. And I only had one shot to win. So I have to give credit to Ectoplasma. Because if it wasn't for that card, I would have lost. But enough of that. I would like to say, Reaper, that was a fantastic duel. And if you want a rematch, I'm always here.
Alright, so...
It doesn't matter what you want. Because you know what's cooking?
It doesn't matter what's cooking.
It doesn't matter. Because the card game champ is here. That is right.
The king of games. Anyway, like I was saying, what's going on, everyone? It's me, the Reaper of Real Talk Wrestling, and yes...
Yeah, I think we should change your name.
The booty...
You're no longer a Reaper. I'm the Reaper now. I slayed the Reaper. I am the Reaper Slayer. Get the merchandise out, people. Go on to realtalkwrestling.com. The merchandise, the Reaper Slayer, the BBBD. Get the shirt now before it's too late.
Speaking of merchandise, I've actually been working on making t-shirts and stuff, designs. It's only a matter of
Chris Benoit?
I actually did make a Benoit clock t-shirt.
Does mentioning Benoit clock count as a Benoit clock?
I mean, it was unexpected.
Because if so, that's two.
But anyway, yes, I did end up losing to Booty Daddy yesterday on Video Messenger, which unfortunately we did not get a video of, which I was hoping we could have when we were doing it. So maybe sometime in the future I will end up issuing a rematch challenge to him, and when we do, we should try and get a video of it so y'all can see the duel instead of just hearing what's going on, because I feel that'd be more entertaining to see it.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's all for another podcast. Anyway, like I said, I am the Reaper Real Talk Wrestling, and I am joined alongside
Yeah, who cares about baby blood? So, anyways, so in this episode of the podcast, we are going. This is a miscellaneous podcast number 2. Well, number 4 if you count the first 2 debut episodes. But nevertheless, this is miscellaneous podcast, and we're going to talk about the road to WrestleMania 33. And you might be asking, "Oh, Big Bad Booty Daddy, WrestleMania 33 already happened." Well, we're going to do a fancy booking of how it should have been booked. So, ladies and gentlemen,
do people actually like sound like that?
no, I just like to sound like Marks because it sounds funny.
Basically, what he's saying, we're pulling what culture, how they should have.
Yo, stop stealing my. Alright, anyway, so, ladies and gentlemen, I am Adam Bapier for WhatCulture.com.
You mean Plumpy?
I am Plumpy. You know what? Screw it.
You're not on the right What Culture.
Fine. I am Simon from WhatCulture.com, and this is why I should have booked WrestleMania 33.
Why? Here's why.
And get that little music. Dun, 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 dun.
Is that a 9 count?
What?
What? Hello? Anyway, so, yeah.
Shut up, baby blood.
The road to WrestleMania, how we should have booked. Basically, each of us will take a storyline, whether it was a current storyline or maybe a storyline that could have, actually been, and we're just going to book it how we would have booked it. I mean, it's simple as that. That's how the title is. I just like to let everyone know that injuries are null. So, Rollins never got injured. Naomi never got injured.
Rusev
never got injured.
No, Finn Balor was cleared after Royal Rumble.
He never showed up, so he is free. And in terms of NXT call-ups, just make it plausible. And we're each going to just take a storyline and go with it. And like I said, we could say storylines that never happened. Baby Blood has a storyline in that sort of sense. But I'll start, and then we'll go to Baby Blood, and then Reaper, and then the Booty Daddy, and then we'll keep going. Because why not? It's a Saturday, and we're here on Real Talk Wrestling Podcast because we love doing it. Anyway.
And speaking of podcasts, before I interrupt, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a new podcast on the YouTube channel called Nerd Squad Podcast. Check it out. That is where me and Reaper, well, we have different names, different gimmicks, had a duel, and to be honest, to break kayfabe, I learned and gained more respect for Reaper from the duel. So check out Nerd Squad Podcast, episode 1, and have a good time. It's really fun. We talking about Star Wars, the new trailer, Battlefront 2, a little bit of Injustice. We talking about mainly Super and DBZ and the Frieza arc and the Saiyan saga. And I have to say, very fun, and give it a listen to.
Yep. All right. And on that note, I will start these. How should we have booked? And I think this is no surprise on the first one that I'm going for. How to book Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. Now, how the normal storyline went, Kevin Owens beat Roman Reigns for the Universal title at the Royal Rumble. Then after, Goldberg issued a challenge at Fastlane for Kevin Owens' Universal Championship. The Festival of Friendship happened. Jericho broke up. Jericho cost Owens the match against Goldberg. Goldberg became Universal Champion. He went on to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, while Kevin Owens took on Chris Jericho for the United States Championship, and Kevin Owens won the United States Championship. This is how I should have booked, or how I would have booked Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. So we have the Royal Rumble, okay? I would keep how the title match went. Kevin Owens defeating Roman Reigns for the title. Good.
With help with Braun?
Solid. What?
With help with Braun or no?
Yes, help with Braun. Yes, I would. Like I said, I keep everything like that the way it was. Okay. The Royal Rumble. I would say that Roman is not number 30. Okay, because if Braun was eliminated way before Roman Reigns came in, I would not understand why Roman Reigns would be in the match. So Roman Reigns is not number 30, okay, and I would say Finn Balor becomes the number 30 guy, okay? So there's the number 30 guy, bam. He doesn't win though, okay? Chris Jericho, in the end, wins the Royal Rumble for the first time in his career. Chris Jericho becomes the Royal Rumble winner. So now after all this time, like kind of teasing a Jericho Owens breakup, bam, the seeds were officially planted right there. Jericho, now in past Rumbles, you were able to choose which championship you would go for, but now with this sort of brand split, say a Raw Superstar won, he would challenge that championship on Raw, and then a SmackDown's title. So Jericho will have to face Kevin Owens at Mania for the Universal Championship. Now, Jericho is also the United States champion. Okay? I would say this. Jericho wins the Royal Rumble. Okay? Goldberg, okay? That still happens, okay? Goldberg versus Owens still happens, okay? So that still happens at Fastlane. Now, the Festival of Friendship happened a few weeks before Fastlane. I would say the Festival of Friendship doesn't happen until after Fastlane. I say that come Fastlane, Kevin Owens versus Goldberg, it is not... It doesn't go for like 20 seconds. It actually goes for maybe a few minutes, okay? And Goldberg dominates and whatnot. And then Jericho comes running down, distracts Goldberg, whatnot. The referee is, distracting him, whatnot, whatever. Jericho's distracting. But then Goldberg chases after him, at which Jericho runs away, okay? And Goldberg comes back in the ring, and Kevin Owens hits Goldberg, like clotheslines him or whatever, and the referee gets knocked out. Okay. So the referee's knocked out. Owens and Goldberg are Jericho briefly ran in, trying to help Owens like he always did. And then Goldberg gets payback. Or no, someone else gets payback on Goldberg. Brock Lesnar comes rushing down and hits Goldberg with an F5. And now, I would say payback because back in 2004, when Lesnar took on Eddie Guerrero at No Way Out, Goldberg jumped the barricade and attacked Lesnar. So, it's only a matter of time when Goldberg got his payback's a bitch. So, Lesnar attacks Goldberg. Kevin Owens then throws Goldberg into a pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens retains the Universal Championship against Goldberg, who, slayed the beast. But now the fact that Lesnar has gotten sort of his revenge, it makes him now even-ish. So now, here's the thing. Chris Jericho has the Festival of Friendship after Fastlane. And Kevin Owens then... same events happen, but then here's where things get a little tricky. Kevin Owens asked Jericho, well, why weren't you more of a help? You said you were going to be there for me and whatnot, and Jericho's like, no, I was there for you. I just got chased by Goldberg, blah, 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 blah. And Owens is like, why did I have to, if you said you're my best friend and you say that you're going to help me, why did someone else help me, even though I could have done it on my own? And Jericho's like, well, the big picture is that you are the Universal Champion. And then Kevin Owens is like, well, don't you forget that you are the Royal Rumble winner? And And Jericho's like, yes, I know that, and may the best man win. And Kevin Owens is like, yes, may the best man win. And then the attack happens. So Jericho wants this to be a one-on-one friendly best friends match at WrestleMania, and Kevin Owens is like, nah, I'm done, blah, blah, blah. So now we get to the tricky part. Jericho is still United States champion. Here's the thing. You know how WWE works. Sometimes the mid-card title gets put into a main card championship match, or, you know, it gets lost in the shuffle and whatnot. So here's where Jericho loses the United States title before WrestleMania. Jericho loses the belt to Finn Balor. And this is how it happens. So, you know how there's the, you have to defend your title within 30 days bullshit that they don't follow all the time? So, Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon tell Jericho, hey, you have to defend your championship, because if not, we're going to have to strip you. And Jericho's like, okay, fine, you pick my opponent. And who comes strolling in to the office but Finn Balor? And Finn Balor's like, okay, I'll take this. Why not? I mean, I came in, why not? And Jericho's like, stupid idiot. And then the match happens, and it's a clean fight. No interferences, no nothing. Finn Balor wins the United States Championship. Hello?
Go ahead.
The hell was that? Anyway, Finn Balor becomes United States Champion. And now, another thing that WWE fails to do is your rematches. Jericho never gets a rematch for the United States Championship, just to let you know. But Finn Balor becomes the United States Champion. They shake hands. Finn Balor walks off, and then when he walks off, Kevin Owens attacks him. He does that brutal attack that he did. He does a similar attack of what he did on the Festival of Friendship. He does the same exact thing, except more brutal. And then the next few weeks, Kevin Owens has series of main event matches, against various people. And then on the Raw before Mania, Kevin Owens is walking out, ready to leave and whatnot. And then he gets attacked from behind by Jericho, who they weren't saying that he wasn't going to come back until Mania, the night of Mania. And so Kevin Owens gets attacked, and then Jericho, code breakers him onto a car or something like that. He brutalizes Kevin Owens, and then he was like, do you know what you do, Kevin? Do you know what I do when you betray your best friend? Do you know what happens when you brutally attack your former best friend? And it's not like, you just made the list. It's a very serious one. He's like, you, Kevin Owens, just made the list. And he writes it so casually and then walks off. And then, bam, Universal Championship, Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens defeats Chris Jericho by cheating. He uses the belt. It's a great match, but he wins by cheating. But it's for the Universal Championship, and it's further down on the card. And you're wondering what happens with Finn Balor. Well, Finn Balor, the original place for the United States title, please refresh my memory. What the hell was the United States Championship match at WrestleMania?
Kevin Owens versus Jericho?
Yes, okay. So, I don't know why I forgot that. I had the total brain fart of the world.
Well, you switched the title belt, so.
Yeah. So Finn Balor, now without an opponent, will take on Samoa Joe for the United States Championship. And that's because I have the notion that Owens, Joe, and Triple H form a form a stable, because in this storyline, the Seth Rollins Triple H stuff still happens with Joe attacking Rollins. So that sets up, Finn's back. He's helping Rollins, so that puts that match on the card. So that's how I would book Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho.
Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you how.
Whoa. Time out. Why are you talking? Why are you? Who said you can go next?
Prodigy.
He said you can go next.
Yeah.
Prodigy, you said this.
I said the order at the beginning of the podcast.
I didn't hear this order.
You go last.
I go last. You put. I'm the main event. But why did you book Baby Blood? Why is he booked?
Because no matter how much of a jobber he is, unfortunately, he's still here for the time being.
He can listen and put his opinions on it. He could be our Dave Messler. He reviews. He does not book anything. No one cares what he thinks of.
Calm down.
And Reaper's mad because he lost in a duel, so it's okay.
Actually, no, I'm not mad. I admit my loss. I had fun doing it. What's there to be mad about?
I'm just mad that we can't do it. We didn't record it. Video.
I'm just mad that we still don't know what's cooking.
It doesn't matter what's cooking.
Oh, I know what's cooking.
Now that mild nuisance is out of the way.
Chris Benoit's cooking.
Benoit Clark.
It's number 3, Benoit Clark.
Oh, by the way, did we mention that no random returns coming out of nowhere? We mentioned that, right?
Yeah. Now, the only type of return that can happen, are the the Hardys. No, they can't happen because
that was a surprise.
They were still under contract with other people. Never mind. I'm dumb. Go ahead.
Anyway, I'm going to tell you how they should have booked the Miz.
Oh,
Keep the story of Miz versus Bryan. Have him attack either Cena or Styles with a skull-crushing finale against the ring post, putting the WWE Championship match at jeopardy. Bryan is furious, so he takes Miz out of the Royal Rumble completely. Later that night on Talking Smack, Miz interrupts the show unplanned as Miz calls Bryan a coward and then says, "I hope your wife's unborn child isn't as much of a coward as you." This snaps Bryan. Bryan charges at the Miz, Shane stepping in. Shane says, "You gotta be professional." Bryan, of course, says, "Fuck being professional," and knocks out Shane. "I'll sign whatever papers you want, but I'm taking you out."
Wait, hold on. He knocks out Shane?
Yeah, because he's snapped. He doesn't care about his job anymore.
So you punch your boss in the face instead of the guy who talked about your child?
He's punching his boss in the face because that's the only way to get to the guy who's mocking his child.
You have to knock the guy out blocking your way before you can continue on your path.
That's exactly my point. So, Rumble goes by. Miz isn't on the show, but Daniel Bryan goes out there and says, "We will have a match. We'll have a no holds barred, whatever you want to call it, but I will end you." So, progresses, beating Miz, and Bryan has to undergo a job in which he's just there to consult because he's basically forfeited his manager role. So he can sit there and give advice as to how he thinks things should be run, but he has no actual power. progresses, and Miz is mocking Bryan, video stuff like how he did with Cena. Gets down to Mania. They go out. Miz is targeting the neck. He's doing the Bryan.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's one like very big, very big thing that you're missing in here. Daniel Bryan has not been cleared, and he is retired. So you need to talk about how they're going to do that.
Well, if you think about it, he's technically every other wrestling professionals and sports trainers say he's cleared. It's just the WWE doctors didn't clear him because they don't want another concussion incident on them.
Okay, so you need to include that in your.
I had that planned out in my head. Anyways, he goes up, and just like they did with Rollins, they have to. Shane forces him to sign a hold harmless agreement. After he signs it, the Miz jumps in the ring and just starts wailing on it. Match happens at Mania. Maurice is comes out, does everything to try to help cheat for the Miz. Bryan topples all and stands tall at the end.
You done?
Yeah.
Thank God. Reaper, please, let's hear your intelligence.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is...
It doesn't matter what you're going to do.
No, it doesn't matter what's cooking.
You a-holes.
Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do how WWE should have booked Seth Rollins versus Triple H. Which, given the way the storyline was, it wasn't honestly all that bad looking back at it, but here's what happens. Okay, so everything leading up to the Raw before WrestleMania remains the same. Rollins comes back from his initial injury. Triple H cost him the match against Owens, which is all fine and good. So time goes on, he does his face turn, and Stephanie puts him in the match against Sami Zayn, saying that if he loses the match, he loses out on his chance at the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins, instead of losing that match, wins the match and goes on to the Royal Rumble. Say he debuts at number 20, 25 or something like that, because obviously they're not going to have him come out at number 30 with people like Roman Reigns there. So, I'm going to keep Roman Reigns as number 30, and I'm going to put... Who is in the ring with Roman Reigns at number 30?
Taker, Randy, Bray, and Jericho.
Yeah, so I'm going to be replacing Jericho with Rollins and keeping everybody else the same. So...
Hey, you hush your mouth.
Yeah, so basically, Jericho and Rollins switch spots. Rollins eliminates Reigns, and just as Rollins is about to eliminate Orton to win the match, Triple H's music hits, just like his music hit on the Raw before WrestleMania. It distracts Rollins, and Orton eliminates Rollins, still winning the Royal Rumble match. So,
but Triple H doesn't appear.
Yeah, Triple H doesn't appear. I'm saving the whole music distraction that they did on Raw for Royal Rumble instead.
Oh, like he would be
So-
a surprise. Triple H was supposed to be a surprise entrant, is what you're saying?
No. He's saying Triple H's music goes off, but he doesn't come.
Oh, okay.
So basically, what they did on the Raw that cost him the Royal Rumble spot or the Royal Rumble match, it happens at the Royal Rumble, costing him the Royal Rumble victory.
Okay.
Yeah. So it holds more impact that way for Triple H costing him a match rather than just a basic one-on-one match, because he had a chance to win a title, whereas on Raw, it was just a basic match.
Well, let me ask you a question. What about when Seth Rollins invades NXT? That was kind of cool. Are you going to keep that or no?
Actually, yes. The Seth Rollins...
Let him keep going.
No. I was asking because Seth invaded NXT, so I was asking is he going to keep that storyline in there? Because Seth was trying to get to Triple H, and Triple H will always be on an NXT event. So I'm just asking.
Okay, so basically,
Triple H gets his revenge the night after, costing Rollins the Rumble because Rollins came and interrupted TakeOver. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, Rollins interrupts TakeOver and stuff because even before the Royal Rumble match and all that, he still had a vendetta against Triple H and had been trying to get a match with him. So, but instead of him losing out on the opportunity to be in the Royal Rumble, Triple H costs him the Royal Rumble. That's basically what I'm saying. Everything leading up to that basically stays the same, except for a few switches. So basically, Rollins loses the Royal Rumble match against Orton, and the next few weeks from the Raw after Royal Rumble leading up to Fastlane, Rollins does not appear on television in a wrestling match. We see video segments of him, like, backstage and out in other places outside of the company, and what he's doing is he's actually stalking down Triple H, kind of like, you know how Orton went to Triple H's house or whatever and did all that stuff when him and Triple H were feuding. They basically do all that stuff to where Rollins just becomes obsessed with finding Triple H because he didn't show up at the NXT TakeOver. He didn't show up at the Royal Rumble match, even though he cost them the match, so Rollins takes it upon himself to go find Triple H. Now, keep in mind, this is PG era, so it's going to have to be as PG as possible. So, basically, Rollins shows up to Triple H's house, messes with Stephanie McMahon, gets in Shane McMahon's face, because they're a family, so just bear with me that say Shane is over there. He just causes a whole bunch of trouble and grief for the McMahon family week after week after week. So, the Raw before...
So wait, is Rollins still supposed to be the face here?
Yeah, Rollins is the face here.
Hey,
He's face.
let him speak. I'm very curious about how this is going. This is sounding good.
No. I know that. I am too. But I just want in between. I just need some clarification. That's all.
Yes, Rollins is the face here.
Of course, I mean Seth came to interrupt his event and all he done and ruined his business.
I was just asking because you're like, oh, he's going over to their houses and pretty much like interrogating the McMahon family and stuff like that. Like, I know he wants Triple H and stuff, but anyway.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind though what that kind of stuff does, because people liked it when Stone Cold did crazy, stupid stuff like that. They like an anti-hero. I'm trying to
like
put
Batman.
more of this.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's all I needed to know.
Triple H did, sorry, but is it kind of like what Triple H did in 2009 when he went into Randy Orton's house with the sledgehammer?
Yeah, basically. What the hell is that noise?
There's no noise.
Oh, it sounded like somebody had like an advertisement going off on their...
That's our caller. Caller, what did you want? I want a rematch with Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to see Reaper lose again. Oh, caller, I can try.
Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, basically everything leading up to Fastlane is just Rollins showing up at random given places to where he thinks Triple H will be. He goes to Triple H's house, he goes to the corporate office in Connecticut. Nothing. Never ends up finding Triple H.
Does he go to the soup kitchen that Shawn Michaels used to work at that Triple H likes?
Oh, you're gonna find out what's cooking.
Yeah. He basically goes to everywhere he thinks Triple H would be, never ends up finding him. Triple H, for some reason, has just disappeared off the map.
What about a funeral home? Because he buries talent.
No, we're saving the funeral home for payback. Okay, so anyway, like I said, Triple H isn't anywhere to be found. The Raw before Fastlane, Seth Rollins goes to the ring and cuts a promo again, calling Triple H a coward, and that Triple H doesn't have the balls to face him himself. Samoa Joe comes out and ends up attacking Rollins, but instead of Rollins getting hurt by Samoa Joe, the refs come out and stop it, and they book a match for Fastlane. Fastlane, Samoa Joe beats Rollins again by Triple H distracting him and cost him the match. So, Rollins does what he has to do. After Fastlane, he drives and pretty much sits outside of Triple H's house until he sees Triple H, and when he sees Triple H, he attacks him. The next night on the next Raw, the match is booked for Triple H versus Seth Rollins. Except for one kicker. Samoa Joe is going to be in the corner of Triple H. So it's basically Joe backing Triple H instead of Stephanie McMahon, with Rollins facing him. So basically the match goes on as planned. Rollins puts Joe through the table and ends up winning the match. I'm not going to change anything about the match. I'm not going to have anybody come out to help Rollins. I'm just going to be involving Samoa Joe in the match rather than Stephanie McMahon. So everything leading up to the match has changed. The outcome of the match stays the same. Rollins ends up beating Triple H, and Samoa Joe is the one who gets put through the table, which would help further their feud going into Payback.
Okay. Here's the knocker right there. So they put Stephanie McMahon through the table so they can take her off television, because they're putting Mick Foley off television too, so Kurt Angle can have the show all to himself. So would you keep that?
I'm going, instead of having Stephanie be put through the table at WrestleMania, I was just going to say that she ended up being a casualty of events when Seth Rollins attacked Triple H.
So like he pushed her into her or something like that. And
yeah. He, instead of her going through the table at Mania, she ends up being a casualty of events when Rollins attacks Triple H at his house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Booty Daddy, before you go into your storyline, I need to address something. So, what the fuck is a dumpster match?
Okay, a dumpster match is where Cactus Jack and Terry Funk fought Road Dogg.
Yeah, and then they got put through the dumpster and charged off. I know that. So basically, it's like a casket match, but with a dumpster.
Yeah, so Kalisto is trash now. Like you said, Prodigy, Kalisto will now be trash officially.
Kalisto has always been trash, and he's going to lose against Braun.
Well, I don't think Kalisto was trash, but hey.
Kalisto is garbage.
He should have stayed on SmackDown. Who booked this shakeup? Kalisto should have either stayed on SmackDown or went to the Cruiserweight division to team with Sin Cara. Why?
Wait, they booked Braun versus Kalisto?
Kurt Angle booked it.
Really?
Yeah, Kalisto posted on Twitter, monsters have weaknesses, Braun. You are no monster. I challenge you to a dumpster match.
And baby,
then I'll reveal the kind of monster trash you are. And then Kurt was like, it's not the size of the fighter, but the size of the heart or whatnot. Kalisto, you want Braun in a dumpster match? It is official. And then Big E tweeted at Kalisto, I will pray for you.
Big E needs to be champion.
Here's the thing. Kalisto isn't going to lose that match. You want to know why? Because Roman Reigns is going to come back.
Oh no, Big E said more. He was like, I will pray for you. Lord, may you increase his wisdom. Dear God, may your grace and his health insurance abound.
Yo, Big E, please win the WWE champion this year.
He's great. But yeah, now I'm done with that. Booty Daddy, you have the floor.
Now, well, the Big Bad Booty Daddy is not only a former Real Talk Wrestling champion, not only is, one half of the Brothers of Real Talk Wrestling, not only am I a future one half of the Tag Team Champion, not only am I the current Intercontinental Podcast Champion, now I am now the King of Games. I am the new Yugi Moto. And unlike him, my deck isn't full of BS, even though I use his deck, which is kind of crazy. But nonetheless, I am Big Bad Booty Daddy, and here's how I would have booked Finn Balor versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Rematch me on Skype, motherfucker.
He said it. He issued the challenge.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out how to record the chat, how to do that, because
that's what's cooking.
Shut up, baby boy. You was quiet. Why can't you go back being quiet? Now,
I'm gonna miss giving baby blood shit come after Payback.
Me too. We need to find new jobbers.
It's next Sunday. Ooh.
This month is going by slow.
It is, but these podcasts are coming up every week, and you can only find these podcasts on HA699 YouTube channel. And if you want some more updates, go to Real Talk on Facebook.com. Follow the page when you can see Reaper making his little tweets, Prodigy making his little tweets. I make my little posts. You get an update. Providence, who's a man on that page too, has just won the Pro South Tag Team Champion, so he's now a 3-time Tag Team Champion, so congratulations, Providence.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, man.
We miss you here at Real Talk.
Really. But enough puns, none of advertisement. Let's get down to how I would have booked Finn Balor versus Undertaker. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the Big Bad Booty Daddy, from Real Talk Wrestling Podcast on HA699 YouTube channel. Here's how I would have booked it.
You're booking, here's how BBBD would book What's Cooking.
Yo. Make sure you make that shirt for me, please, because that's going to be my merchandise shirt. That's going to be instead of making the Brothers of Real Talk shirt first, that's going to be my first shirt. What's cooking? It doesn't matter what's cooking on the back.
I'm gonna head out.
All right, we won't miss you. Oh, thank God he left. Finally. But now, seriously, how I would have booked Finn versus Undertaker. So, here's how I would have booked it. Royal Rumble. We get teasers. We think it's we're seeing stuff on the screen showing demons and stuff. Everybody's thinking Undertaker because he's confirmed for Royal Rumble. But it's not Undertaker, it's Finn. So we keep seeing teasers of demons and darkness. And, keep that up. And everybody thinking, oh, Undertaker, we get it. Undertaker's coming. Then, Royal Rumble happens. Undertaker's in the ring. Number 30 coming. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's sitting here we see the demon on the screen. And then you see Demon King. And then you hear and then you hear Finn Balor. And then you see him come with a jacket. You see him wearing the Balor Club. And you see him heading out. So, Balor rushes to the ring. and makes immediate impact, attacking everybody who's the final 6, because Roman is not number 30. Finn Balor is. So everybody who's staying in the Royal Rumble, everybody's there except for Roman. Roman is now the Finn Balor. Finn is dominating. Finn eliminated Jericho first, just to show dominance and, teasing that Finn will face Jericho for the U.S. title at Fastlane. So, Finn eliminates The Undertaker like how Maven eliminated Undertaker at Royal Rumble 2002. And
Yeah,
2002. Yeah. So, Undertaker gives Finn the stare down, just like he did Roman. And for some reason, Finn was just paralyzed, like, yo, I actually eliminated the dead man. And the Undertaker was like, I can't believe this. Because, unlike, I don't want to diss Finn or Roman, but Roman's like the big dog, so, but Finn is like kind of have the Maven right now to Undertaker, because he's like a newcomer, and Taker's like, yo, this new guy just eliminated me off the face of the earth just like that. I'll still have Randy Orton win the Royal Rumble, but Finn eliminated Bray, and then Randy eliminated Finn. So, we go to the Raw after Royal Rumble. Owens and Jericho are celebrating because Owens won the Universal title. Finn comes out saying, hey, I'm due a rematch for that title because I never lost it. And then Owens says, you know what, I don't think you deserve it. So, Mick Foley comes out saying, Finn, it will be you and Owens for the Universal title tonight on Raw. I will have Jericho have Jericho screw Finn. But before the match actually happens, because I want them to make a continuation of the storyline, Finn about to go to the ramp, with the gorilla position, right?
Yeah.
So, you see darkness and smoke, and Finn is coughing like why is all this stuff here? But he just, shakes it off. So Finn goes in the ring, he fights Owens, he looks like he's about to win, and then Jericho comes, helps Finn lose. So now it will be Finn and Jericho 1-on-1, U.S. title at Fastlane, and Owens and Goldberg at Fastlane, Universal title. So we keep seeing teases of the dead man returning with the cat and all that every week. And then, for some reason, the week before Fastlane, an interviewer asks Finn, how does it feel to eliminate the dead man, The Undertaker? And Finn says, well, it felt amazing, and I'm surprised I could do it myself. I guess I proved that I am the new dead man in the yard. Well, the new demon king he's the new man of the yard.
So, hold on. So, Finn loses to Jericho at Fastlane.
Yes, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Now.
No, wait, so Finn is a face still, though, right?
Yes, Finn is the face. Finn's the face.
So Taker's the heel.
Yes, Taker will be working heel, and here's why. You ready for this?
Go for it.
So, Finn, it was a slap to the face how Finn said that he's a new man that runs it. He's a new demon king. He's saying that's, Undertaker's the demon from Death Valley. Finn was like, well, if Undertaker's a demon from Death Valley, that kind of makes me his king, and he's now, my thing. And he's joking because, Finn is just, saying, he respects The Undertaker. But now he's a demon king. So, we get to Fastlane. I'm sorry. I'm really looking for Owens and Jericho for the Universal title because that's how I would book it. But Finn and Jericho have the match of the night. Match of the night. But before Finn hits the coup de grace, boom! It went dark. Everybody's going like, yo, Undertaker's here. Then the lights go on. The ref is knocked out. Jericho is still laying on the ground. Finn is looking like, yo, what's going on? Undertaker comes from behind him. Finn turns around and sees, yo, what you doing? Undertaker picks him up, hits the tombstone, and says, before he leaves in the darkness, he says, this is still my yard. Jericho recovers, pins Finn, and the ref does a slow 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, we go to Raw. Finn is pissed. Finn goes to the ring, he's not wearing the jacket, he's just wearing his little Black Balor Club t-shirt saying, I don't know what happened, but I want to know why I was screwed out of my U.S. title shot. So, Undertaker, if you back there, you better get here now. Undertaker goes on the TV screen saying, how dare you challenge me and tell me to come to the ring? Don't you know this is my yard? How dare you call yourself the Demon King when I've been doing this for 20 plus years? So, Finn said, if you're all this and that, why don't you come to the ring? Undertaker goes off TV, and then Finn waits. Nothing happens. So Finn leaves. The week after that, everything's normal. Finn's doing a little squash match with Jinder Mahal. And then the dong happens. Finn's waiting for Undertaker. He's getting his fists up, looking. Where's Taker at? Nothing happens. The week after that, you see... What was the... I'm trying to remember the name. We see droids coming on backstage. Finn follows one of them to the locker room. Nothing but darkness and the urn. The next week after that, Finn says, Undertaker, no more of these mind games. I want you now. Taker comes out saying, you want to see you're the Demon King? Prove it at WrestleMania. And then Finn Balor accepts. But he says, you're not going to be facing me. You will be facing the true Demon King. And then at WrestleMania, the Demon King versus the Dead Man of Death Valley. And then I will have Finn go over and make him officially the new demon that runs the yard.
Now, Taker is the heel.
Well,
but how would you book the end of the match?
All right, so this is how I would book it. Make it a 20-ish minute match. And Undertaker about to go for the signature tombstone. Since Finn is small, he's trying to wiggle out. So Finn goes to lean back and picks Undertaker up for the 1960. And when Finn hits it, he doesn't even think. He's going off emotions. He sees Taker down. He's close to the turnbuckle. Finn rushes to the turnbuckle, goes on top, hits the coup de grace. 1, 2, Taker kicks out. Finn goes up again. 1, 2, kicks out. And Finn says one more time would be good. But then he sees Taker's like, I don't know if I can do this. And Taker's getting back up, sitting up saying, he's saying, you don't got the balls to do it. So, Finn hits the Pele kick to get Undertaker on the ground. Goes up, does a little Bullet Club sign, and hits him with the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. 3 coup de grace to take out the Undertaker. Makes Taker look strong because it stomps to the chest. So Taker's, even though this is his last match and he's passing the torch, he still looked as strong in his last match. And Finn looks legit, and now he can be booked for the Universal title rematch for Lesnar or Owens, or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I like that. How are we looking on time, Booty Daddy?
We are 53 minutes and 32 seconds.
Oh, yeah, we got time. Oh, yeah. This is Real Talk Wrestling Podcast, sponsored by Which, the Superior Sandwich. Which do you want? Go there and find out.
So y'all want to keep doing the how we should book things, or you want to do some Barry One Fire One stuff, or?
Well, do you mind if I just say how I would have booked AJ versus Nakamura?
Oh wait, hold on. So, hold on. Remind me, when did Shinsuke lose the belt to Bobby Roode?
He lost it to Bobby Roode, Royal Rumble. So
San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you said how to book AJ versus Nakamura, so you're saying Nakamura doesn't get his rematch?
He gets his rematch, but on an NXT episode.
Okay.
And then I would have Roode at the NXT before Mania. I would have Roode face someone big, probably like Cassius Ohno or Hideo Itami.
So you would push Hideo Itami's feud with them up to the TakeOver Orlando instead of having it be current right now.
Yeah, because I think I personally think Hideo can make the NXT World Division, the World main event scene really good. If he was never injured, he probably would have won it instead of Finn.
Probably.
But that's very debatable.
Yeah.
All
All right. Well, you can do that, and then I got one more, and then Reaper, if you have one, you can do that. But then, yeah, we can go into some push fire berries because I got a whole list of them.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am BBBD from Real Talk Wrestling Podcast, and this is how I would have booked AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, for starters, NXT TakeOver San Antonio. I would have Rude beat Nakamura. Now, it happened, so can't change it. But this is what I would do. Instead of waiting 5 weeks for it, Shinsuke says, you know what, despite this injury from my knee from Rude, I want my rematch, and I want it now. And Rude says, you know what, you're not worthy for me. But then William Regal says, in 2 weeks' time on the next NXT episode, you will face Nakamura when he's healed. So, as I said, I will let Rude take the W. So Nakamura can leave, to go to SmackDown. Now, Royal Rumble, as sad as it may be, I will have AJ lose. I will still have the same match, same style, because AJ still looked as strong in defeat. I will have AJ, after the match, I will say, AJ goes to management. We see backstage at Royal Rumble saying, yo, I want my rematch, or put me in the Royal Rumble now. And then Daniel and Shane say, look, we can't do that. The match is about to start. We already got all our people to fill. And then AJ says, do you know who I am? I'm the face that runs the place. Take anybody from this on our roster out and put me in it. They don't deserve it. I put on 5-star matches for our brand. You need me. And Shane says, it's too late. I'm sorry. You had a good match, but no. And AJ goes to Shane's face saying, I better get my rematch on SmackDown. We arrive on Tuesday Night SmackDown. AJ comes out saying, all right, as you saw Royal Rumble, how I was screwed out my match, I demand my rematch for the WWE World title right now. Cena comes out sprinting saying, you know what, AJ? You put on a hell of a match. That was the best match of my career. It's like when we wrestle, magic actually happens. So I will give you the match on SmackDown. Everybody saying, yes, yes, yes. But then Shane McMahon comes out saying, AJ. Don't get me wrong. You do deserve a one-on-one rematch, but not right now. You see, Elimination Chamber is coming up. And I think we should save the title defense for Elimination Chamber. But since you and Cena say it's like magic in the ring together, why not we prove it? It'll be AJ Styles and John Cena versus 2 more competitors that will be in the Elimination Chamber. Baron Corbin and Bray Wyatt. So, AJ goes backstage saying, what's going on? Where is my number one one-on-one rematch? In my contract, I am guaranteed a rematch. Shane says, look, don't get it confused. You will get a one-on-one rematch, but we need to save that match till after Chamber, because we need to save Cena's energy. So, after the match is AJ, Cena, Corbin, Bray. Cena goes over by pinning Corbin, and AJ looks at him saying, I'm getting that rematch. Then we get to Elimination Chamber. Bray Wyatt wins. AJ and Bray are the last 2.
Okay.
Now, just like on SmackDown, John Cena says he wants his rematch against Bray. And then AJ says, hold on. What makes you think, if I could get my rematch, what makes you think you're going to get a rematch?
Because he's John Cena.
And Dan Bryan comes out, everybody saying, yes. And Dan Bryan says, AJ, you're absolutely right. Why would Cena get his rematch while you didn't? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the rematch in a triple threat match tonight. and then I'll keep
So
it.
how it happened?
How it happened, same thing. Bray Wyatt goes over. Instead of pinning AJ hits the Styles Clash, and then Bray picks AJ up with the Scissor Abigail, making AJ was so close of winning. See, this is the storyline. AJ is so close of getting that big opportunity, but management keeps putting him down. So Bray Wyatt beats Cena 1, 2, 3 because AJ hit the Styles Clash. Then we gonna talking smack. Shane and Daniel Bryan are there talking about how phenomenal that match was. When you hear phenomenal, AJ comes out saying, "Yeah, you know what's phenomenal? Me. And you know what's not phenomenal? How I have yet to have my one-on-one rematch. What's going on?" Daniel Bryan saying, "Look, AJ, I'll put you in the match." AJ says, "No, that was not a one-on-one match. I want my one-on-one opportunity, and I want it now." And Shane says, look, AJ, you are a credible talent. But for right now, you can't get that one-on-one match right now. And he's like, why not? Because if you didn't see, Randy Orton just said that he's not facing Bray at WrestleMania, so we need to find a more contender. So we're going to put you in the Battle Royal with Luke, and keep that same. Luke Harper and AJ had the double finish in the Battle Royal. This is where it gets tricky. We have to see both men's feet touch the ground.
Yes.
Because if you remember, clear as day, Luke Harper did a suplex, and it kind of was botched to make AJ feet touch the ground. We have to make AJ feel like he's keeping screwed by management. So we have 4 referees. 2 referees says Luke Harper's foot touched the ground. 2 referees says AJ Styles' foot touched the ground. Shane McMahon, this is the story. He's still feeling management. So it has to be both Shane and Daniel Bryan feel like they're screwing AJ. Shane McMahon comes out saying, all right, so next week on SmackDown, it will be AJ Styles versus Luke Harper. Winner faces Bray at Mania. The week after that, AJ and Luke Harper, the main event. It's phenomenal. Instead of having a 15-minute match, this match happens at 9:30. So this match is going to be 30 minutes. So this is why I'm putting it 30 minutes. Because I'm going to make Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton for the WWE World title triple threat. So we have to make Harper look really strong and look good because he's going to be in the WWE title picture in a triple threat at Mania. So AJ wins the first fall, but because it was a rope break and the ref didn't see it. Daniel Bryan comes out saying, whoa, this is not Monday Night Raw. We do not have screwy finishes. Restart the match. So we restart the match. AJ about to hit the phenomenal forearm, but Luke Harper, like a catching finisher from WWE 2K17, Luke Harper hits a discus clothesline and wins the match. Talking smack. Daniel Bryan left because, he has to do something backstage. AJ goes to Shane saying, yo, did you see what your GM just did? I won the match clear as day, and he restarted it, and now I'm screwed. I want my one-on-one match now. Shane says, look, as much as I would love for you to be in WrestleMania for the WWE World title representing SmackDown, you lost the match to Luke Harper fair and square. And Daniel Bryan was right. This is not Raw. This is the land of opportunity. If you was to win that match, and Harper and the ref didn't see Harper's foot on the rope, you will not only disgrace SmackDown by doing that, but you will probably be disgracing yourself knowing that you didn't really beat Luke Harper. So AJ says, you know what? This system is screwed. The next night on SmackDown, AJ is wearing a Raw t-shirt. AJ and Daniel Bryan come saying, why are you wearing the t-shirt from Raw? AJ says, if you guys are not going to use me right, I might as well go to a show that will use me. I don't have a spot Mania. Nobody's treating me right. I have yet to get my one-on-one rematch for the WWE title. So, Shane McMahon says, time out. AJ, you are a phenomenal competitor. Yes, you do not have a spot at WrestleMania, but we can get you a spot Mania. Don't worry about it. AJ says, you look at the locker room. There is nobody that can lace my boots. And Shane and Daniel Bryan had to look and say, you know what, he's kind of right. But then we'll have Kalisto come out saying, you know what, AJ, I'm kind of insulted. How about me and you have a match on SmackDown tonight? So AJ fights Khalees on SmackDown, giving AJ a quick win on SmackDown. And then on Talking Smack, Daniel Bryan says we just signed a new competitor that might give that might give AJ a run from his money. AJ comes to SmackDown and say, all right, Daniel, who's my competitor? Who's my opponent? Who's going to face me at WrestleMania that you promise that will give me a run for my money? Daniel Bryan doesn't say nothing. He comes to the ramp, doesn't say nothing. Shane McMahon comes to the ramp, don't say nothing. They both look around to the ramp, to the entranceway. They have their hands out to welcome, and then you hear the violin. No, 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 no. Reaper, come on, get in it. And then Marlon now has to be there. And he said, oh my, Mamma Mia, the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura has come to SmackDown Live. And JBL be like, bye Michael, this is astonishing. Keep it like that. And then AJ's like this, you gotta be kidding me. And then Nakamura says, AJ, I remember you at WrestleMania, will she who's the better man? And then I will have AJ Nakamura. Nakamura will be the challenge for AJ Styles. And then who will go over?
Who would you have win the match?
Now, this is tough. You can't have AJ lose another Mania, but you can't make Nakamura lose his first debut match. So who I would have winning, I think I would have... I think I would have Nakamura win, and then AJ will turn face, shaking Nakamura's hand, saying, that was a good match. And that's how I would have booked AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay. Ripper, would you like to go next? If you have one. If you have one.
I do not have one.
Alright. Well then I'm gonna go I'm gonna do a simpler one. I'm gonna do a simpler one. I'm going to tell you how I would have booked the 4-way Raw Women's Championship match between Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha, and Nia.
Here's how you book it. You don't book it. You just leave it. You just forget about it. Or put it on the pre-show.
No. I have two ways. I have two ways to do it. Okay. The first way is very simple. So Bayley got her shot against Charlotte, right? And then Bayley got screwed out of that match at the Royal Rumble. Charlotte won. So I'm gonna keep that there. Okay. That stays the same. And then come Fastlane. Bayley does not win the championship again. Okay, she does not win the title at Fastlane. Okay, she gets screwed out of the title match again somehow, some way. Whether like rolled up tights or like using the ropes or whatnot, she gets screwed again. And so then we have a fatal 4-way match. Because I believe by that time, Charlotte said, fuck Dana Brooke. So it'll be a fatal 4-way match to determine the number one contender for the championship. Sasha, Nia, Bayley, and Dana. And Bayley pins Dana, and Bayley will take on Charlotte for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. Now, and then how Sasha and Nia get into the match stays the same. So that's all in place. Then at WrestleMania, I would have the 3 women gang up on Nia like they did in the match, and Nia gets eliminated first. Then I would have the match go the exact same way. Nia gets eliminated, then Sasha, then Charlotte, but the difference is Charlotte's the champion, and Bayley has her bigger WrestleMania moment by actually winning the title at Mania and having Charlotte lose her pay-per-view streak at Mania instead of Fastlane. That's the first way. The second way is the Sasha Banks way. How I would book this, if WWE was planning on having Charlotte go to SmackDown in the shakeup, this is how you would do it. You keep everything the same. From Royal Rumble until WrestleMania, you keep everything the same. You would have Nia eliminated first again. Then you would eliminate Charlotte to where, okay, it's Bayley versus Sasha. Whoever wins is the new champion. Actually, no. You know what? No, keep that. Yeah. You keep that. And then Sasha and Bayley, fight at it. And Sasha Banks wins the Raw Women's Championship. They shake hands, they hug or whatever, they, hold their hands up to the crowd. And then Sasha turns heel and, kicks Bayley and, the bank statement and everything else. So that happens. Sasha's heel now. And she goes on a lengthy heel run while Charlotte gets moved to SmackDown and Nia does something else. But
she's not like most girls.
So they should have booked that match as either Bayley winning the title at Mania or Bayley losing the title to a heel turn Sasha Banks. That's that. Like I said, that was pretty simple. But no, Bayley still winning and retaining against 3 women is a WrestleMania moment, going in and going out as champion. But it just would have been better if it was something. If it was something else. But anyways, yeah. But now we are here for another edition of Push Fire Barry.
Wait. Didn't Reaper have a storyline? Another storyline?
Reaper did not have another one. That's where we're going to the game. So here's another edition of Push Fire Barry, where we take 3 superstars, and out of the 3, we would push 1, fire 1, and bury 1. Now we did end last miscellaneous podcast on a good one with
Guerrero, Benoit,
Kurt Angle, and Benoit. That's 4. But now I have a whole laundry list of ones that we can do. And this one is pertaining to the last 3 champions of each title. Now, we can't do the first one because we've already done it, and that was Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose. Push Fire Barry, The Miz, Zack Ryder, Kevin Owens.
Alright, I got this. I would fire Zack Ryder, push The Miz, and bury Kevin Owens.
I would have to agree with that. The Miz is The Miz, when he came into the business, wasn't supposed to be in the business, and now he's making the business his bitch, basically, because he is great. He is awesome. No pun intended.
Oh, man, that's kind of hard. I'm always going to push Kevin Owens because I think he's money. But Miz is money, too, so I'll push Kevin Owens. I think I will bury Miz because he can recover in a year time. And sadly, I'll probably fire Ryder.
I'm surprised he hasn't been fired yet, or released.
I mean, you need jobbers.
Yeah, that is true. Is he still injured?
Yes.
I think so.
I think it's a 9-month injury.
Jesus.
Speaking of that, Booker T kind of dissed Ryder, saying that Mojo got the baggage off his weight when Zack got injured. I like to point out that Zack Ryder is a former, 2-time tag team champion, United States champion, Intercontinental champion, Internet champion, even though it's not a WWE title, but if all honesty, if Zack and Mojo was to split, Zack Ryder would still be a rising star, and Mojo would be nothing.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Plus, the only reason why WWE is pushing Mojo is because he's a big sweaty man. Big sweaty man. So.
I just think this guy got no really charisma. I don't really like him. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I like saying we don't get hype, we stay hype. I like that catchphrase, but it's just he's really nothing to me. I just like the team because Zack Ryder was getting the push.
Pretty much. That's the only reason why I liked the team was because of Zack Ryder.
Yeah, and then Zack was going to fight the Wyatt family, so I was like, yo, Zack's going to wrestle Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. This is going to be big for him.
Yeah. The next one is the non-Americans. Push Fire Barry, Rusev, Kalisto, Alberto Del Rio. I think this one's pretty simple as well. I would push the fuck out of Rusev. I would bury the shit out of Alberto Del Rio, and I'd fire his charisma-less ass Kalisto.
I would also push Rusev. I would also fire Del Rio. I would bury Kalisto and I would fire Del Rio.
I'll push Rusev.
Okay.
Push Rusev. Bury Kalisto, but make him have a comeback because he could be my Rey Mysterio. And fire Del Rio.
He's not Rey Mysterio. There's not going to be another Rey Mysterio. WWE needs to just get their heads out of their asses and realize that there's not going to be another Rey Mysterio. Sin Cara's not going to be Rey Mysterio. Kalisto's not going to be Rey Mysterio. No other luchador masked person is going to be Rey Mysterio.
Kalisto's going to be the next Kalisto.
If they want another Rey Mysterio, then they should just hire back Rey Mysterio.
Which I want them to do.
I don't know why. I wonder why they may have let him go. I mean, this guy was great.
Didn't Rey Mysterio ask for his release?
Yeah, that's the problem. Something must have happened to make you want to leave.
Well, it was on mutual ground. And WWE was like, hey, if you ever wanted to come back, we got you.
I guess so, but I feel like
hey, Ray's loving it, Lucha Underground. So
I think he left.
Actually have
he
one,
left.
if that's okay.
What happened?
I actually have one for the push Fire Barry.
No problem. But I like to say Rey Mysterio was in a jobber tag team with Sin Cara from 2012. So think about it. From 2012, he really did nothing.
Yeah, honestly, after he lost that match on Raw to Cena, when Cena ended up beating him for the title after he ended up
which is bullshit.
Yeah, he really didn't do much after that.
Yeah, that was actually the kiss of death. That's when Rey Mysterio literally got buried.
John Cena. You already know. Okay.
Buried a
This is three tag teams. Push Fire Barry, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, The New Day, the Primetime Players.
All right, that's easy. That is
That's easy.
Push the New Day, bury Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, and I will fire New Day. Titus Catering can go somewhere else.
Wait, what? You said you would push the New Day,
yes,
bury Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, and fire the New Day?
No, fire Primetime Players.
No, you said fire the New Day.
I did not say
push the New Day. Yes, he did. Didn't he do that, Reaper?
Yes, he did.
I said that. All right, I will
push them and then fire them.
All right, I will. All right, let me I will re-listen to this because I know I said fire Primetime Players.
No, you did not.
All right, so
you did not.
All right, so let me re-say then. And yes, we do. I do re-listen to some of the episodes.
I watch them all.
New Day is pushed because very charismatic, and look on Big E outside of WWE. This guy is phenomenally hilarious. Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, I will bury them only for them to break up and be good single stars. Tyson Kidd would be great in a 205 Live in a mid-card division, and Cesaro could be pushed to the main event scene. And then I will I will fire Primetime Players. Titus Catering can go.
Alright, I would bury the New Day. because the New Day can pick themselves back up easily, and they can still be relevant. I would fire Kid and Cesaro and push the primetime players.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am, and here's why. I love the primetime players. Okay?
I did too. But they are terrible solo.
That's why you keep them together.
And you fire them together. Makes sense.
Hey, Darren Young isn't that bad. Titus is the one who needs work.
Yeah.
I mean, when was Darren Young ever great?
When Bob Backlund tried to make him great again.
When he was with the primetime players. That's when he was great. Or in the Nexus.
Exactly. That's why you don't break them up.
Especially.
But no, they did that on several occasions.
I mean,
they were also one of the most over tag teams when they were together.
They were. Millions of dollars. Woo! Millions of dollars.
I think they're both good solo.
Make him move. Make $1 million move.
All right. Reaper, what's yours?
So, basically what I would do is I would push Kid and Cesaro, I would fire the primetime players, and I would bury the New Day.
All right, so we all had different. All right, that's good. Our first difference.
All right.
Reaper, your turn?
These last four, or maybe 3 of the 4, are really hard. Or maybe, I don't know.
I have one if it doesn't end up coming up on yours.
Push, fire, Barry. Charlotte, Nikki Bella, AJ Lee.
All right, push Charlotte, bury AJ Lee, and fire Nikki.
I would push AJ Lee, bury Charlotte, fire Nikki.
I will push Charlotte on my bed, bury AJ in my room, and fire Nikki out my house.
I would push AJ, fire Charlotte. No. I would push AJ, bury Charlotte, fire Nikki.
So me and Prodigy agree.
Yes. Push, fire, Barry, the Vaudevillains, the Revival, and American Alpha. Push the Revival, bury American Alpha, and fire the Vaudevillains.
The Vaudevillains are not a bad tag team. It's just
WWE just fucked them.
Yes, the WWE just ruined them.
I would do the exact same thing, honestly. Push Revival, bury American Alpha, and fire Vaudevillains.
Wow. I hate to admit, I might have to agree because I know at least a Revival, they can actually work a microphone. I mean, has American Alpha even really cut a promo outside of talking smack?
Yeah.
A few times.
Was it good?
Nope. No.
So at least Revival can cut a good heel promo, and Alpha could just make good matches even when being buried. And Vaudevillains, I'll probably fire them. I mean, can I fire them to NXT?
It's not exactly firing them, is it?
No. You have to fire them. Like,
that's more of a demotion.
Yeah, no.
Actually, going to Raw is a demotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having to think what the company thinks, not what us fans think.
Yeah. All right. Push, fire, Barry. Sasha Banks, Bailey, Asuka.
Fire Bailey, bury Sasha Banks.
I will push Asuka. I guess bury Sasha because she's related to Snoop Dogg, so we might get more guest appearances from advertisers. And I will fire Bailey. Prodigy, you gotta think from your heart, man. Think of it business-wise.
I love Bailey.
I mean,
I want to give Bailey more than just a hug.
There's no stopping her now. We celebrate on the floor. Time to get ready to go. Get ready.
Although Asuka needs to learn more English.
Nah, I think she could be just a silent badass.
Yeah, push Asuka, bury Sasha, fire Bailey. I love you, Bailey. I love you. Okay. Push, fire, Barry. Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens.
Oh, not Kevin Owens again.
Push Finn Balor, fire Owens, bury Joe.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, you didn't even think about it. You just
Yeah, goddamn. I would push Finn Balor. I would. Push Finn Balor, bury Owens, fire Joe.
I will push Balor.
At least we're all in agreement on pushing Balor.
I will bury Joe so he could be a mid card and be a mid card monster. And I will fire Kevin Owens and hire Kevin Steen.
Finding them loopholes.
Yeah.
That his twin brother.
Is that all the ones you have?
Oh no, I got a few more, but if yours is like the other one to end it, then we should do that one last.
Well, I don't know if it's like the other one. That's why I'd rather do it now.
All right, fine, let's go.
All right. Push, fire, bury. Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, AJ Styles.
Yo, I was just thinking that.
I would push AJ, fire Finn Balor, and bury Shinsuke.
I would push Shinsuke, bury Finn Balor, and fire AJ.
Push AJ, bury Nakamura, fire Balor, I guess.
Honestly, I wouldn't really want to fire any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I would fire Balor to get Prince Devitt back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prince Devitt.
Wait, let me try
I
one.
got a few more. They're just like
Let me see if I can get a hard one.
All right.
Let's see. Let's do Attitude Era booking. Push, bury, fired. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and The Undertaker. I'm trying to beat Reaper because he had the same thing I was thinking of. So
push Stone Cold, bury The Rock, fire The Undertaker.
oh,
I would push Stone Cold.
I know it hurts.
I would push Stone Cold, bury The Undertaker, fire The Rock.
I mean, oh my God, this is hard because Rock is great. Rock is great with these promos.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish I never picked this one. I think I'm gonna push Austin because I'm basing it off if he was never injured with a neck injury and he still wrestled like he did with Bret Hart. I think Austin would be amazing. I would have to bury Undertaker. You can't get rid of Undertaker. And I will fire The Rock, but bring in Rocky Maivia.
See, no. I would push Reaper, bury the Brothers of Real Talk, and fire Youngblood.
Hey, it's okay if we get buried. We'll come right back up and slap you in the face.
Technically, you can't bury us. We always over. What's cooking?
It doesn't matter
what's cooking.
Exactly. We're always going to get over. We'll
But
find
we
a way.
all know who is cooking, and that's Benoit 6 feet under.
Well, damn.
That's number 6. Okay, let's get one more to end off, and this is a hard one because there's 6 people involved. And so you have to push fire Barry, okay. You have to push 2, so you have 6 superstars. You have to push 2, okay. You have to bury 1 and fire the rest.
Wait, whoa. So we're keeping 3 guys and losing 3 people?
Yes.
Jesus, can we just fire Youngblood and pretend we didn't do that?
No. So push 2, bury 1, fire 3. Out of these 6, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh!
The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels,
Oh,
Bret the Hitman Hart,
okay, this is gonna be hard.
the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle,
Ugh.
the crippler himself Chris Benoit. That's 7, by the way. Hold on, give me one second. Trying to think.
Eddie?
There it is.
Shinsuke Nakamura, Eddie Guerrero, would that be good?
Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. So push to Barry Fire 3 out of Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Macho Man, and Bret Hart.
Well, I already know one of the people I'm firing,
Is it Youngblood?
other than Youngblood. I'm firing Bret Hart because I despise the shit out of Bret Hart.
Okay. Wait, let's not think about personal wise, but business wise.
Still firing him. Fuck him.
God damn.
Reaper did not screw Bret Hart. Bret screwed Bret. Reaper has no sympathy for Bret whatsoever. That's why we named the episode. Reaper didn't screw Bret. Bret screwed Bret.
I would also fire Macho Man Randy Savage as much as it would.
Wait, will you fire him and hire the Macho King?
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
And who were the other ones? Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Chris
See,
Benoit.
that doesn't make sense, Booty Daddy, because Macho King, Macho Man, they were the same. They were Randy Savage. At least The Rock and Rocky Maivia had different names.
No. Randy Savage had Miss Elizabeth. Macho King had Sensational Sherry. Huge difference.
Anyway, the last person I would fire would be Shawn Michaels.
Oh my god. God. Oh.
Proceed to push Eddie Guerrero, push Eddie and Chris Benoit and bury Kurt Angle.
Wow.
God dang.
Oh my god.
Oh. Alright, I don't want to go next. Prodigy, this is you.
Why?
Because I didn't screw you, Prodigy. Prodigy screwed himself with this booking. I have no sympathy for you whatsoever.
Okay, I would push. No, I'm gonna go with the firings first. I would fire. Oh my god. I'd fire Bret Hart. I'd fire. Oh god, Randy Savage. Oh my god.
So you bring back the Macho King. Good choice.
So fire Bret Hart, Randy Savage, and Kurt Angle.
Whoa! Angle?
And push Eddie and Benoit, Barry Michaels.
You would fire Angle over Michaels?
Yo, that's questionable.
Yes, I would. Oh my god. Why did I say that? Yes, I would.
Alright.
I'm sticking to it. Okay, now it's your turn, Booty Daddy.
The Intercontinental Podcast Champion is find this very hard, but I'm gonna look at this business wise. I think I will fire Bret Hart. I will. Got fired 3 people. Jesus. Wow. I think I'm gonna fire Macho Man and tell him he can come back as Macho King when he's ready to change his gimmick.
Alright, so we all agree on Macho Man and Bret Hart.
Alright, it's 2. The 4. Alright, who was the other 4? It was Guerrero, Benoit, Angle, and who else? Shawn?
Michaels.
Alright, I think Alright, I think I'm gonna fire Benoit. So I can hire the Pegasus Kid.
My God, I knew you were gonna do that. Shit.
And then I'm gonna push Kurt and Eddie Guerrero. Cause they can get. I think Eddie can get over by just smiling. Angle is hilarious, and I will bury Shawn Michaels because he can make good matches with anybody.
Okay, hold on. I do have one more.
All right.
Also, we are ending off on not that. But what's worse than what I said?
Push Youngblood or.
Oh God, hell no.
Okay, so
Or fire yourself.
You know that picture that you posted in the chat yesterday, the physique of James Ellsworth, the mic skills of Roman Reigns?
No!
Yes.
Push, fire, bury, and these are 6 people. You have to push 2, fire 3, bury 1. James Ellsworth, Roman Reigns, Enzo Amore, Jinder Mahal, Hulk Hogan, and Dana Brooke.
Oh my God. Okay, so I think.
Can we do the one with who sat on my face one? Because that sounds easier.
No.
Because I'm pushing all those women.
Because that's 12.
Exactly. I will push all of them.
I would fire James Ellsworth, Dana Brooke, and Jinder Mahal. I would bury Roman Reigns and push Enzo Amore and Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
I would push Enzo Amore and Jinder Mahal. I would bury Roman Reigns. I would bury Roman Reigns and fire Ellsworth, Brooke, and Hogan.
I will push Enzo and push Hogan.
Wow, we're all saying Enzo to be pushed. Wow.
I mean, I like Enzo.
That match versus Mojo Rawley seems pretty legit now.
I will bury. I think I will bury James Ellsworth because I need a jobber, and I will fire Roman, Ginger, and Hogan.
Okay,
No, wait.
Change. What's up?
Oh no, I said that wrong. I push Enzo and I'll push Enzo and Dana. Fire Roman.
Push Dana.
I'm gonna push Dana.
Push Dana.
I'm gonna fire Roman and Jinder and Hogan and bury Ellsworth.
Okay.
Push Dana?
Yeah, push Dana on myself.
I'm gonna change a few things. I'm going to push Roman Reigns off a cliff, fire Dana Brooke out of a cannon.
Okay, well then I'm going.
He's gonna set Jinder Mahal on fire.
Yes.
And then he's gonna bury Hogan alive.
Yes.
He's gonna bury him with Benoit.
I agree. They should push Roman Reigns off a cliff.
Pretty much. Oh God.
Yo.
Well, I guess on that note, thank you all for joining us on a Saturday evening. Because we love doing it for you guys. We love talking about wrestling. It's in our blood, and hopefully one day we'll be in the WWE ring, and me and the Big Bad Booty Daddy will be holding every single championship known to man. And we'll just roll over the company. But
hopefully we can do a podcast when we can all be in the same room together.
That is true. That is a goal as well.
That is one of the plans. Hopefully we can all save up for WrestleMania and just meet each other somewhere and do it.
Yeah,
that's the easiest way.
Yeah, yes. I think Mania weekend we just we do that hotel deal and then find out what room we are, and then we just take the beds and go in that room and just sleep there.
Yep.
Yeah. On that note, guys, I have been the prodigal son of the WWE, but I'm not actually the prodigal son of the WWE. I am just a fan. But you know what I am, and I am one half of the Brothers of Real Talk with my partner in crime.
And in time, it is I, the BBBD, the Big Bad Booty Daddy, the Intercontinental Podcast Champion, former Real Talk Heavyweight Champion, the future Tag Team Real Talk Champions, the current one-half member of the Brothers of Real Talk, and the King of Games. That's right, Reaper, the new King of Games, baby, because I conquered your undefeated streak in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, just like you said in episode 17.
Not really much of a streak when you're only 1-0 against me.
Actually, technically it's 2-0. Well, hey.
Well, we don't count Duel Links because I don't count that as actual duel.
Well, like I'm saying, in episode 17, you say, duel me on Skype. You'll duel this motherfucker on Skype. I dueled you on video chat, and I won. Because it is always time to duel. You're just too chicken to challenge me, huh?
Oh, no. I already challenged you this episode.
Yeah, so it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The next, on our Nerd Review podcast, we will try to do another duel. It might be audio, but when we find a way to record ourselves actually dueling, we'll post it.
And before Reaper does his outro, the Big Bad Booty Daddy is also the son of Scott Steiner, and he is also the nephew to Rick Steiner.
Indeed, I am.
Because you keep forgetting that for some reason.
Oh, I don't forget. I just, they should know my pedigree by now. I mean, I'm BBBD.
Anyway, I've been the Reaper of Real Talk Wrestling, the Seto Kaiba to the Booty Daddy's Yugi Moto, and
I can agree to that.
Hope to see you next time.
See you guys.